talk about a huge new law that went into effect in California. So if you don't live in California, I'm sorry, but it may come to your state next. So it's good to learn about this now. California recently implemented that fast food workers should make $20 an hour minimum wage. Now, on one hand, I understand where one side is, right? They work hard. It's great. You want a product done quickly and efficiently. They should get paid for the work they put into it. On another hand, I'm kind of more on the side of this starts a huge problem that could be a landslide. So everyone gets $20 an hour. Now the owners need to make money, right? It's a business. They went into this to make money, not to lose money. So they're going to have to raise the prices of the food, of the product. And this is anywhere, just economics 101. So now everything's going to get more expensive. And then, if the guy that owns the apartment building is paying more to eat, he might have to up the rent of where he's renting to. So it's just a landslide effect. Like, I know we have inflation and things go up, but $20 an hour, even for California, for a starter job, I think it's a great job. If my kids want to grow up and start working at McDonald's or Taco Bell or anywhere, I think that's awesome. Start out there, get some job experience, put it on your resume to add to it. But I don't think it's something we should add as a career that we are going to settle down in or, get benefits in fast food working. I don't know. So tell me what you think in the comments or message me about this new $20 minimum wage for fast food because it's wild. Then I also wanted to segue into degrees in college because I was thinking about that on my drive home just now. I am not a fan of college, and I loved my college. I had the best college experience. I graduated, I got my Bachelor of Arts in Communication and a minor in pre-law. It was good times, right? But we were sold at that time, and our parents were too. So it's not anyone's fault that if you go to college and you get your degree, you're probably going to get careers offered to you left and right. Like it's going to be easy. Well, I decided I wanted to go down to LA, and take an internship. And so that I wind up in Los Angeles. I've only used my degree in the 20 years one time for one job. And I'm going to say it was up there with my least favorite job I've ever had. So that's just my experience. I know some of my friends have gotten amazing jobs. I highly suggest going to college if you know what you're going to do at 18, right? And enter that track. Like my friends that knew they wanted to be doctors and lawyers and pharmacists, and they can do a 3+4 program and get out quicker, or even a 4+4 in 8 years. And you want to join the military, or you want to get into a career and get your student loans paid off through a program, go for it. But if you're entering college and you're kind of like me and you're like, I don't really know what I want to do. I entered as an education major. I was thinking teaching and being a principal. And then I switched to communications when I found radio. And then I found English and philosophy more my senior year that I was really into. So I ended up going back actually to junior college after I graduated for fun and taking a lot of philosophy courses because I kind of looking back, I love deep thinking. I love a good Freud convo. So I was more into that. But then, you don't graduate in anthropology and sociology and make a ton of money. You'd have to pretty much be a professor, or just be that one in a million that's so smart and writes all the papers and you're just killing it in life, which would be phenomenal. But I don't think college is for the majority of people. So anyways, the one job I actually used my degree, I actually had to show them my degree, a photocopy. It was a PR firm in Los Angeles and owned by a married couple. Really nice. I ended up actually babysitting their kids when I asked to quit. And so it switched to kind of babysitting in between jobs. But if you've seen Office Space, the movie Office Space, that's what my job was, where I actually used my degree in public relations. And I sat in a cubicle for, 6 to 8 hours a day and I made cold calls. So I called on a phone over and over and over, asking the same question if their company wanted to be represented by us or switch to us. Usually it was no, hang up, whatnot. Once in a great while, I got someone fascinating wanting to know more information. And then I was excited to do these big lavish parties. Well, you don't get to that till like 5 years in the company that you actually could start designing or going to the public relations parties for the companies. So it's a slow burn. And office jobs are not for me. I'm very social. I absolutely love people. I love being around people. And I want to say, like, the best jobs I've ever worked that I absolutely love and I make a lot of money on are service, hospitality. I love restaurant and bartending jobs, but you have to like people. And I dig talking to people. Obviously, that's why I'm back in podcasting and radio. I mean, radio is the dream job, right? But that's a very one in a million. And I got offered a great radio job again in 2018, and I had no one to watch the kids. So it's really hard when you're a mom and you want to be on radio. And now with at home, this is cool. You can do this. But back to, like, I love tips. You don't have to make a lot, like minimum wage wise, and bartend, and you can go home with a ton of money because of tips. So thank you very much to those high tippers that are amazing, because I work low hours, but you can make great money in the service industry. And I'm happy. I'm running around. I'm talking to people. I'm not just sitting still, lost in a cubicle. And I did not need a degree to bartend. Now, did 4 years in college and a sorority and fraternity houses possibly help me? Yeah, it could have helped me a little bit. I think Los Angeles helped me too with the bartending and whatnot. But and I love wine tasting, like fancy wine tasting. That's a different crowd. That's really calm and relaxing. So that's fun. Oh, and if you can invest, I know it's not a possibility for everybody, but even if you can start investing in just a small amount so you can save and see what happens. But thanks. That is my little podcast for today. I wasn't even going to do one, but this new wage increase really got me thinking, and I wanted to talk to you guys, and I missed you guys. We have so many guests Thursday and Friday. So I'm really excited. Definitely check me out: Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, Steph's World or Steph's Rock Show, and stay tuned for a lot of awesome guests. And thanks for joining me. If you ever want to chat or come on, feel free to DM me.